So let's talk about what I'm going to use today for my hair. One of them is Living Proof, but this I feel is in between like day 2 or 3 because it's softness and shine anytime, get smooth between shampoos, so I think that will be good. Be Curly from Aven I haven't used for ages and I wanted crunch-free curls, so that might be an option. Philip Kingsley also has a finishing touch. It's a polishing serum, but I don't think that's specifically for it. And Colour Wow for curly hair, which I have used in the past, and doesn't really make your hair feel crunchy. Which one am I going to use today? So I think I'm going to use the Colour Wow because I know it and I'm trying it. So these are the best towels because there's no, toweling fibre in them. So I'm not going to wash my hair. Now, when Greg has done this for me, he's sort of taken each bit and made, he's sort of brushed it straight and then made the curl, and I'm wondering if I do that as well because I know I usually just let it go like this and I don't brush it out because already my natural curl is forming, but it will mean it's more messy. I put a liberal amount of this on, and I don't know, I do want to brush it, so I'm just kind of at the moment just massaging my hair to just kind of try and smooth down some bits. So I'm just doing through my hair. And then I can do gentle like that. I'm going to let it go now and I might do a diffuser, but I sort of am tempted not to do a diffuser. Morning all, I'm here with Greg and we're on day 2 of my attempt at the curly hair. But today, Greg, this is about taking that sort of day 2, which usually for some people can be better, but for me I feel makes me look like of the Hesperus-ish. So what are we going to do today?
So what we need to do is look at what we have,
and
what we need to work on, and what's already working really well. So underneath here, your hair is in better condition, and I think the quality of the curl under there is actually really pretty and nice. This top area here...
The top area here, on the other hand.
So we
because
need
it's
to
that
make
over-processed hair, isn't it?
This is it. Yeah. And so we need to just make these curls as beautiful as possible. Your first best friend on day 2 is your water spray.
Really? Because I'd imagine to me that would be frizz making.
No, but you see, you can apply the water either from the thing like that or onto your hand, and you can just squeeze it into the areas where you think, I want to recreate that curl.
Great. Tell me more about water spray.
The great thing about day 2 is when you redampen your hair, any product that is already in your hair, you're going to reactivate.
Good point.
So more product, more product, more product. Nah. It's like putting more moisturizer onto uncleansed skin.
Yeah. So you don't need to keep applying the product, you just need to apply the water.
Correct. So what I'm doing with the water spray is I'm spraying it into my hands rather than directly onto the hair. Which means I can just pick out the curls I don't like the look of very much, where it's maybe a little bit fluffy and a little bit spread out. And you just run that through, and straight away you bring it back together, and you can create another clean coil.
We love a clean coil. So, Greg, you've come across a piece of hair that just doesn't now want to coil again.
Yeah, so this is kind of
friend.
like, it's got like a straightish frizz about it. So, first of all, you need to dampen it down again because redampening reactivates and allows you to work with it. I'm actually going to comb it through, which kind of goes against what people think with curly hair. But if you want it to get that spring back into it, any frizziness within the coil is going to get in the way, so you want it smooth.
Okay,
At that point, what I find is...
Don't feel scared of a comb.
Well, this is it. I wouldn't advocate combing the whole thing through, but comb it through first, then maybe just wrap it around your finger, reactivate that curl, and there, look at that.
Oh, look at that, Greg. We've got a curl, yes.
One by one.
First of all, I need to know where your diffuser's from because it's just so joyous.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Where's it from?
And look, it goes like that. It's called Lim Hair.
Very clever.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very
Why
powerful.
diffuse? I mean, the thing is, all these curly-haired ladies say Trinny bled dry naturally. I mean, I have to go out, so we need to.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want to look like I've got a perm, which wet hair does for me. But I always feel diffusing dries out my ends so much. So tell me how we avoid that sort of dry, scrunchy feeling from diffusing.
First of all, diffusing takes away the blow from the hair, hair dry. Okay, so it stops it from distorting the curl. It does add heat. If you don't want it to dry out too much, turn the heat down. And then when you go in with the diffuser, what I suggest is rather than going into the ends like that and just drying the ends, go into the roots.
And just dry those more.
And then you can use these little things, these little prongs, they act like fingers, and you can almost like massage the scalp with those, and that will help to build the volume of the roots. So I'm gathering the hair in my hand, and I'm scrunching that up, and then I'm going in with the diffuser to the roots. I'm kind of bypassing the ends, and that way you're actually going to build the volume and build that spring of the curl up in the root area.
Little final building volume tip, Greg, yes?
Throw your hair in the opposite direction that it's going to fall in, and then come in that way. Dry the root in like that, and then you'll find that when the root then flips back over, you'll get that extra lift.
What, do you remember that advert? What was the advert, Greg? Because Greg is an opera singer too.
Don't be so mean to your hair. Get hot.
Okay, I am feeling a bit Charles II at the moment, so can we just make it feel...
back.
Yeah.
And let's just
because
shake
there
it
is a
out.
moment of feeling quite 70s
Sure.
and feeling you've got spaniel ears, and I just want
Yes.
to... I think how you cut your hair when you have curly hair is so important, like how sharp the edge is, the end is. Because if it was coming down here in a big long bulk to here, it wouldn't suit me. We can agree, right?
Yes, absolutely. But when you're scrunching hair, always go bigger, and then you can always pull it out afterwards.
So the finishing touch, Greg, we're going to use JVN.
Really nice.
Yeah.
I haven't used this before, actually.
Yeah, it's Instant Recovery Serum Complete.
I mean, you've got about 20 new products here this morning, Trinny.
I have, because I've just been calling stuff in, and
I know.
well, I've been...
Totally.
I went Selfridges this weekend.
Do you know what I
as
always
well.
find with these things is the best thing is to put it on your hand and see how it feels, and that will give you an impression as to how it's going to feel on your hair.
Yeah, like if it feels
So
sticky or smooth.
Some products straight away you just know there's an artificial shine or
Yeah.
something like that, but this one just feels like a hand cream.
And it smells delicious. It smells quite lemony.
Yes,
Yeah, it smells really fresh.
and again, just scrunching it in. Scrunching will always encourage curl, so keep scrunching.
Yeah. So I'm just adding a little tank top, which I'm loving.
Great.
And I'm feeling a bit Annie Hall. So what we're now going to use final product, which I got.
Impermeable by Oribe. It's anti-humidity spray.
Right, let's do it.
Defense against
Yeah.
humidity. I'm just going from underneath and work it through, and it creates this kind of invisible barrier.
Invisible barrier, though, created.